Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities, here we offer you. We gon' show you a new way. The content, it never strays from positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. With the presence of your eyes, what a distraction. Beautiful to soul, especially in action. This year not ration, came in abundance. Films like in Sundance, tech like the pop art. Tachi Queen, you are Curtis, a beast heart. You must carry, cause MCs they all vary and seldom do they motivate. World full of hate, we serve the hope on a plate across different platforms. Let's hear a buffet, hydration like Boucher. Don't focus on a day, we always here for you. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. Now you award winning with no award tours. This culture meets the art. Podcast with the heart and essence of the growth. The power's in the people. Without you, we ain't equal. What we lack is ego. We're back now, so here we go. Run the show like Arsenio. Episodic, our rituals. Minds change through visual. Representation of our nation and its differences. Some explanation of our uniqueness and innocence. Mass media's intention is to desensitize. We raise the wise and
what's up, everyone? Welcome to another lively week of everybody's favorite media tech and pop culture live stream, or mine anyway. This is MediaScope. We do this every week, 6 p.m. Eastern time on all the various platforms that you're joining us on now. And my name, do you care? It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you anyway. I am Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, and journalist. I'm all things media tech and pop culture. And it's not just me. There's also some useless individual who runs the controls. I think his name is Curtis or something like that. MC, are you here?
I'm here. What's up? Hey there.
Useless.
I don't know why.
Completely. I don't either, but that right there speaks to your futility. But you're actually quite useful.
Well,
how's it going, sir?
It's going well. It's going well.
It's always good when things are going well. I love to hear that. Love to hear it, sir. No work today?
Well, it's always horrible when someone tries to shake you down, too. You ever been shook down?
What, the club didn't give you your right money? The dollars were being dispersed, but you didn't get them? Okay.
I had to shimmy on somebody. You had to shimmy on someone?
I hope you had an outfit that was conducive to shimmying. That's all I'll say. Your shimmy shakedown outfit, we'll call it.
Right. Don't play with me.
That witch better have my money.
Welcome.
Hey, Julie Estevez is here. Welcome, Julie. How are you? Joining us from YouTube. Good to see you. She says, hey, and gives hearts. Hello there. And look who's here, Yolanda Lattimore from the ATL. Welcome, Yolanda. So good to see you. Welcome, folks. I am super excited. We are missing our Minister of Libation and the Queen of Food Truggery. So hopefully she will be here soon. But anyway, because
I thought I heard the truck.
You thought you heard the truck? Oh, you did hear the truck.
Oh,
you did hear the truck.
Hey.
Oh, so she went to the eye doctor today. It's a little bit blurry, but that's okay. We will forgive you. Just make sure that you make the drinks well. Let the people tell, except for MC, because he'll say, just give me the whole bottle. So. She
Yeah.
parks without hitting anything. That is great. Those of you who don't know, Sarita is our Minister of Food Truckery. She's the Minister of Libation and the Queen of Food Truckery. So thank you for being here. The food truck was at the eye doctor up the street, and she screeched here just in time. She did. I just mentioned your name. And here you go, screeching around the corner with MC Curtis waiting with his glass, waiting for you. He couldn't wait. Anyway, thank you so much all for being here. This is truly an honor and a pleasure to be here every week. I love being here. And for those of you that are new or watching on the replay, welcome to the MediaScope Massive. Good to have you. And so you had to shake down somebody this week, huh? MC.
No, they gave me
patron of the club.
They gave me the shimmies. I had the shimmies one.
You had to.
Yeah, I had the shimmies.
Why are you calling it a shimmy?
I don't know.
A shimmy is a dance.
Well, yeah.
So you did this together. You're like, where's my money? That's what you did.
What the?
Where's my money? Wait, where's my money? That's what he did with his glass.
With the shimmy with the tassel.
Shimmy with a tassel.
With a tassel. You know those little fringes, like the fringes on your clothes or something. And you see the fringes.
You have fringes on your clothes? This we need to see. You've been hiding from us, MC. You've been keeping stuff from us.
No, I'm joking.
You're not.
No shimmy with fringes.
Julie is doing the shimmy. And I need my assistant to help me out. Drinks will be mixed for real today with blurry vision. Wow. Well, just remember, we're here to make business with that food truck. So make sure not to, go too heavy on the spirits and the strawberry mixers and such. So thank you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. What were you saying, MC?
No, I was just agreeing with you on the drinks.
I bet you were agreeing with me on the drinks. Wow, and we got a little bit of jumpiness. I got to figure out what's going on with the jumpiness. So I don't know, but anyway, okay, maybe it's just what I'm seeing. Because I'm looking at it on Facebook, and so maybe it's just what I'm seeing on Facebook that looks a little jumpy. So hopefully it's not too jumpy for you all. Hopefully it is good and not jumpy at all. That would be lovely. So welcome to everybody on YouTube. Thank you for watching on Facebook. If you're on LinkedIn Live, what's up? Welcome. Also, if you're listening on WJMSradio.com, we are so happy to have you. And Gospel 107.1 FM, bless you, as I always say. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? Could I have the intro for the media section, please? Thank you, MC, for that. That was very helpful. Anyway, from time to time, I like to give you all some events that are going to be happening in the world of media, because I know many of us live stream or are into. What happened?
Your camera has disappeared. I've got the show card up.
Oh. Wait, what's going on? You can't see me?
No, can't see you.
Huh. All right. I don't. Okay, I'm back, it seems. All right. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the camera. Weird.
Shimmying.
Sarita said either my vision is really blurry or I just disappeared. I did disappear. I don't know what happened. And look who's here, David Benjamin Eccles. And he asked what's on the food truck. Sarita, drop the specials for our friend. Thank you guys for being here. Wow. Okay. Is it going to be that kind of show? Really? Come on, camera. Let's keep it together. All right. So, and in any case, I don't know. Now you see the little jumpiness.
Yeah, now I see. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know what happened. Very strange indeed. All right. So let's just make this work. It will be okay. I have to probably call MCI to find out what's happening. That's something we haven't heard in a long time, MCI.
No, right?
Exactly. And Serena has actually put some, so I guess the specials are cheeseburgers and wine. That's interesting. Thank you. So eat up, David Benjamin Eccles. Okay, wow. Oh, that's what he wanted. A gourmet burger with a glass of wine. Okay, you wanted that. All right. Hey, good for you. All right, we're going to get to our first story. From time to time, I like to give some information on what's happening in the media world, and the Stream TV show is actually going to start to happen. It is the world's largest streaming video event, June 15th and 17th of this year, so next week. It's free, and you can register. All you have to do is go to tvstreamshow.com, and it is really great. You can see the schedule of all the things that are going to happen. It's basically the TV community, right? So if you're a content creator, you probably definitely want, not even probably, you definitely want to take a look at this, and you can, 2 days. What happened?
Your camera's disappeared again. I've got the show card up.
The camera disappeared?
Yeah.
Wow. What's going on here? You know what, MC? Play some music. Play some music for them. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get this thing going again. Stand by, guys. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities, here we offer you. We gon' show you a new way. The content, it never strays from positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. With the presence of your eyes, what a distraction. Beautiful to soul, especially in action. This year not ration, came in abundance. Films like in Sundance, tech like the pop art. Tachi Queen, you are Curtis, a beast heart. You must carry, cause MCs they all vary and seldom do they motivate. World full of hate, we serve the hope on a plate across different platforms. Let's hear a buffet, hydration like Boucher. Don't focus on a day, we always here for you. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. Now you award winning with no award tours. This culture meets the art. Podcast with the heart and essence of the growth. The power's in the people. Without you, we ain't equal. What we lack is ego. We're back now, so here we go. Run the show like Arsenio. Episodic, our rituals, minds change through visual. Representation of our nation and its differences. Some explanation of our uniqueness and innocence. Mass media's intention is to desensitize. We raise the wise and knowledge is power. Without it, we turn coward and proud of a known product. Like we could take it with us. I wish the greats were still alive and here with us, but it is what it is. We're left here to share our gift, and that's precisely what we'll do with it. Shape shift and fluidly, we can pass this test and still in our unity, elevating through stress. Yes, MediaScope when you emotional.
Okay, so the camera's back. Let's hope that it stays back. You okay, MC?
I'm good. It actually looks better now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit better in terms of jumpiness. All right. I don't know. Maybe it just was a signal that I needed to get in there and do something. Anyway, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Hey. Hey. All right. So Serena has jokes. The invisible drink specials for the camera that keeps going out. The martinis are half off. How about no martinis, huh? How about that one? How about Zelch? Let's really make it invisible. Nothing. And look who is here, my favorite, Sab Jackson. What is up? How are you, Sab 1908? It is so good to see you, and I am so happy that you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so since I'm back from the camera kerfuffle, my name is Tachi. I'm a media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. We do this every week on what is called MediaScope, where we discuss the latest and greatest in media tech and pop culture news. Let's get to it. All right, so we already started talking about some things, the Stream TV show, thank you, and that is happening the 15th through the 17th. Go to thestreamtvshow.com and you can register. It's free. Why would you not? Why would you not? Julie is laughing. I'm laughing too. And Seb says, yay, fantastic. All right, guys, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, so off of the Stream TV show to, could I have the next story, please? That would be story 2, please. So unfortunately, I'm sure we all have heard that Clarence Williams III, who played Link on the Mod Squad, and one of my favorite characters, and I'm going to get you, sucker, passed away at the age of 81. He is from Harlem originally. It was a Harlem-born actor, received a Tony nomination, and appeared on the big screen in Sugar Hill, Purple Rain, Half Baked, Tales from the Hood, and of course, I'm going to get you, sucker, amongst others. He was such a strong actor. I loved his voice. He was absolutely amazing. So he will be missed. Rest well. And apparently he had colon cancer. So that was rough. So sorry to hear that, but you will be missed. Job well done. All right. Could I have the next one, please? That would be story 3. Issa Rae, again, has made, I don't know if it's even history, but it doesn't matter if it's not history. She's making money. Not only does she have an 8-figure deal with Warner Media, she now has been cast for the role of Spider-Woman in the upcoming sequel to Into the Spider-Verse, which I loved. Did any of you see Into the Spider-Verse? Did you, MC?
I did not, but it actually sounds like an awesome opportunity for her.
It is that this is an awesome opportunity, and she is a self-proclaimed Marvel stan. She loves Marvel, so she said that this is actually, a dream for her to be able to play that. But if you have not seen Into the Spider-Verse, watch it. It is so good, like the tale of Miles Morales, so good. So it's on Netflix. You can check it out before Issa gets to Spider-Woman. So check out Into the Spider-Verse. Go ahead.
Did she get her start on YouTube?
She did. So if you are not familiar with who Issa Rae is, let me, as the old folks say, learn ya. She actually played a self-titled character. Actually, I don't think her name was Issa and Her. She created a web series on YouTube called The Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl. And I watched it for years, forever. And then it actually got some attention from Pharrell Williams, who has a YouTube network called I Am Other. So it got picked up in its final season by I Am Other. And this is when she started getting attention. There was supposed to be a deal with ABC and Shonda Rhimes that fell through, and then she got this for Insecure, which is so it just fits her that way. And I remember watching Issa Rae because she did have a deal before on TV One. There was a show, a morning talk show with 4 women panelists. It was her. It was I'm forgetting the singers' names and the rest of the people that were on there, but she was one of the panel. I was like, hey, that's the girl, that's Issa Rae from Insecure. So, she's been in the game for a while, but that's why I keep telling people, don't sleep on digital. Don't discount what digital can do for you. It worked for Issa. Now, she worked damn hard. Sure. And she was P-O apostrophe for a while, okay? It takes a lot of sleepless nights. It takes a lot of sacrifice, but it can happen. And, I guess it also depends on what your definition of success is. For some people, success is the fact that people get to see all of this. And I'm really into indie content. There's this other one that I'm watching. If you all have a chance, I can't remember the comedian's name, but he's a comedian. He is on TikTok and he's also on Instagram. But his character, it's called Tita. She is a New Yorican, so she's Puerto Rican and she lives in New York in the South Bronx. And she is hilarious. It's a cartoon, it's animated, and there are these little animated things that come out every Thursday, also on YouTube. Please watch it. It is hilarious. And I find it funny. Oh, Serena, you will find this funny because you're a New Yorker. So you will get it. So if you're a New Yorker, you will definitely get it. It is hilarious. So check that out. There's a lot of great indie content out there that we need to check out. So, and sometimes it goes to another level and execs take notice. So thank you for bringing that up, MC. Yes, she is more than just, she got her start on YouTube.
Right.
Absolutely. Let's go to the room and see what people have to say about that. Timothy Hall is here and says, I made it. You certainly did. And he is the proprietor, he and his wife, of Tessie's Teas, which is an awesome tea company. Go to, if you would drop the link in the chat, Dr. Hall, we would be so appreciative of doing that. So thank you so much for being here, and check out Tessie's Teas. They are actually really amazing. So Sarita says, may he rest well. Yes, Clarence Williams, may he rest well. David Benjamin Eccles says, amazing actor, unsung hero. Love when he played Prince's father in Purple Rain. Yes, that's the other role. And he played Prince's father in Purple Rain. And how ironic is it that we just celebrated what would have been Prince's 63rd birthday on Monday. And D. Nice did an epic set, by the way, for that. It was absolutely amazing. And Sheila E. came by his house and they did a set together. Just amazing. I was tired the whole next day, didn't get a damn thing done, but it was worth it. Anyway, she says, congrats to Issa. She will rock it as Spider-Woman. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this. And David Benjamin Eccles says, digital. Yes, we talked about digital media when I attended Howard in 2008. Of course, because Howard University is on the cusp of the know. Absolutely, fellow Bison. Absolutely. Digital was starting to make an appearance back then. And we missed each other, I guess, by a few. No, I think we were there at the same time. So, or we may have missed each other by a year or something. So Timothy Hall says they are happy to be tuning in. Oh, I'm glad you and the wife are both tuning in. And thank you. Tessie'sTeas.com is the website for amazing instant tea. It is so good. I just go to the website. I won't even begin to go into any of it. So thank you. Exactly. HU, Absolutely, David Benjamin Eccles. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, all right, let's keep going. Could we go to the next story? That would be, where are we on, 4?
That's right. That's correct. 4.
All right, 4. Story 4. I think we all know who this individual is. That would be Medea. And Tyler Perry did say that Medea was gone. Did he not, MC? Did you not remember him saying no more Medea?
That's what I heard.
He lied. Medea is coming back. And Medea is coming to Netflix. How fitting. So it's going to be a Medea homecoming from Tyler Perry, bringing Medea out of retirement for the 12th film. There have already been 12 Medea films?
Wow.
Well, I guess when you crank them out year after year. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I didn't realize there were that many as well. Would have known.
Who would have known? But yeah, I guess he's cranked out a lot. So there have been 11, and this will make the 12th film. So this is according to Shadow and Act. We thought he was done in 2019. I guess they just took a break for the pandemic, and she's coming back. So it's not really known what the details of the film are going to be. But of course, as usual, Tyler Perry will be writing and directing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Tyler Perry will be writing and directing it. It's not a surprise, though, because he writes and directs all of his movies and television shows. But it will be produced by Will Aru, I think that's how you say his last name, and Mark Swinton, and executive produced by Tyler Perry and Michelle Sneed. It is going to be entirely shot at his Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta, as Medea would say. And It will be released on Netflix in 2022. So next year we will see it. So it's not the only project in the works, though. There's a prequel series for Medea in the works at Showtime, of all places. So they're developing a story called Mabel, because that's Medea's real name, Mabel. And it's going to be an origin story. So basically a prequel created by Tyler Perry and Tim Palin and written by Empire writers. Oh my goodness, somebody else is writing this? Okay, the duo Janika James and Jashika James. They're twins, actually. So they are writing it. The James sisters are also writers for Netflix's Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes' vehicle True Story and HBO Max's Gossip Girl series. And I actually got a chance to, they were on an Instagram Live somewhere that was done. I think who was it that had them on? I think it was our friends from the Gentleman's Corner that came on Mediascope. Yeah. I think they had the sisters on their show. I think they did. Yeah, absolutely. Because they're also part of the CQ family as well. So it was good to see them and keep going. But so Tyler Perry has a bunch of Medea stuff going on. Not only this movie coming up in 2022, Medea Homecoming, but there's also going to be Mabel, the origin story series of how Mabel came to be. This is going to be interesting. You going to watch, MC? Any of it?
Probably not.
Okay, well, that was a long silence, so I could have guessed the no on my own. Anyway, here we go. So Rita Lowe is here, Soror, welcome. And she says Medea is a cash cow. She will never die. Absolutely. The fact that he even thought of retiring her in the first place, this to me says a little bit about, he's got these other projects, but I'm sure none of them has made the amount of revenue that Medea has for him. It would be foolish to retire her. So she's out of retirement. She's back. Julie seems to be excited about this on YouTube, that we've got another Medea. Am I frozen or am I back? Okay, let me know. All right.
I think David said he's frozen.
Oh, you were frozen? Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, all right. Anyway, I'm not frozen now. So, right, Tyler, try letting somebody else write. Well, he is for the Showtime origin stories. That was probably a thing. Showtime said, look, now, you can't write every damn thing. You better
Right.
bring in some other people. So, absolutely, let's keep going back. Serena's got some other specials. For those of you that are hungry, Medea came back, the Medea comeback steak special on the truck. Why steak? What is it about steak? I need to know. You are on it. So Rita, that's right. Your daughter is a Bison as well. She said, I have a Bison grad in my house. So HU, absolutely. HU, we are Howard deep up in here. So, yep, Netflix, he's contracted to them and they want Medea back. Of course. And somebody seems a little bit excited. That would be the mistress of food truckery, who is excited about that. And Sam Jackson just rolled her eyes. Or are you rolling your eyes at Howard? I don't know. I don't know. Just let us know. And Timothy Hall, though, says and corroborates with us and says that Howard rocks. Yep, they did rename the School of Fine Arts after Chadwick Boseman. Absolutely. So the School of Fine Arts is the Chadwick Boseman School of Fine Arts. I don't know if there's a middle initial, but they certainly did. Fantastic. Sarita said, Medea looks like she eats well. That's why the steak. I don't know if she eats well, but she eats good. There's a difference. Eating well and eating good, a difference. Wouldn't you agree, MC?
Yeah, she looks pretty healthy there, though.
You got a little quiet, so I needed to bring you back into the fold. So, in any case, let's go to story 5, if we could. Still on our media hunt. For those of you that are into boxing, I'm not. Are you into boxing, MC?
No, I am at times. It's really more so for the art of it, the skill of it. I just kind of like to see the technique when the boxers are boxing because I think it's a lot of skill. So that's why I like to
Well,
watch.
I didn't know that boxing was like playing the violin. Excuse me.
Well, yeah, you could probably say that.
Okay. Wow. Well, clearly I'm not into boxing. You know me in sports.
Yeah, I
Soccer
know.
and the Olympics. That's it. Soccer and the Olympics. That's it. But I'm not into sports. Otherwise, to the dismay of some, they can remain dismayed. That's all I have to say. But anyway, if you've noticed lately, there's been a lot going on the boxing front with these exhibition fights by YouTubers. Do you remember this? And Logan Paul, who is a YouTuber, is one of the people who is at the forefront of this. So Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather, and it was a much hyped boxing match. And there was not really an official winner because it was an exhibition match, but they won. Okay, both of them won because they brought in more than a dozen sponsorships, which were probably potentially lucrative because I'm sure they've made tens of millions on this. Tens of millions on this. Listen to some of the people involved. Atari, DraftKings, which is an online gambling thing. OnlyFans, that's who you work for, isn't it, MC?
Hey, question. So this Logan Paul guy, he's a YouTuber?
He's a
Average
YouTuber.
person?
He and his brothers, his brother rather, YouTubers.
Very interesting.
So there's this whole thing of taking YouTubers outside of the world that they're normally in and putting them in some other worlds. So yeah, this is happening. YouTubers and TikTokers, they're becoming the celebrities of this generation. Okay. So to the dismay of some people in Hollywood, I'm sorry. And I guess I can kind of understand if you've worked on your craft and here comes somebody who does a duet video and gets all these millions of views. And a lot of them have way more followers on social media than celebrities do. But let me tell you why. Because they've worked at cultivating it. See, here's the thing about some celebrities. You have rested on your laurels based on your work. Well, this generation is not seeing your work because they're not doing things like watching TV. They're not doing things like going to the movies on a regular basis the way previous generations did. So if you are relying on them to know you by your work, guess again. You need to get your behind on social media so they will see you. That's how they see people. That's where their celebrities come from. And so, I mean, I can't be mad at that. I could see if you've studied, and it's just like us, right, MC, where people slide in and they purport to be experts in video or live streaming or whatever. And
Absolutely.
they really just learned yesterday and now they've set up a whole damn business. Yeah, we can run you. No, you can't. No, you can't. And whoever hires you is going to see that you can't run things properly.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times.
We've seen that tens of dozens of times.
Yeah, we have.
But that's with everything. That's in public speaking too. You guys know I've been teaching public speaking from day one. When I started teaching college, first class I ever taught was a public speaking class. So I've been teaching now public speaking this is 2021, right?
Correct.
2001. That's 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So I've been teaching on the college level. I've been a professor for 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long time to be teaching.
It is.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, yes, I was mad young when I started. Super young when I started, which is why it's been 20 years. So I've been seeing that, but then there are all these people, make money with your message. Learn public speaking. Do you know how to teach them properly so that they know? No, they don't. Just because you know how to speak does not mean you know communication. I'll leave that there and I'll shut up. But I get it. But if they're out there and people are following them and it's working for them, what do I have to say? Nothing.
But you know what? On the other side of that, I think a lot of times.
Let's look at the flip side. Go ahead.
Yeah, the flip side. I think a lot of times the people with the gift, or with that know-how, that technique or style, or the education behind it, oftentimes these people are not stepping up to the plate. So so someone else ends up eating your dinner your lunch, breakfast, whatever it may be,
Your brunch,
or
your
brunch,
snacks,
snacks.
all
Absolutely.
of it.
All
They
of it.
take all of it. You know
Absolutely.
how sometimes you go in a okay, I'm picturing this when I used to, so you guys know I'm a dancer and I used to be the house manager of Dance Place in Washington DC. So yeah, Serena, I don't know if you knew that, but I was a house manager because I danced with Carla and company for years. So I was a house manager plus I danced in the companies there. So when we had a performance, which was every weekend we had performances, we had a bar, snack bar. So we had these baskets with all these snacks that we would sell, right? So we would have people in charge of the snack bar. I did snack bar before I became a house manager. So we did all the snack bar stuff. And it's like these baskets of snacks that during intermission, I mean, people will come and clear us out. I'm telling you. I mean, they would clear us out. That's what I'm picturing. People who teach things or do things that they really don't have the know-how to do. We say nothing, they come and grab all the basket of
Absolutely.
snacks from Dad's
Absolutely.
place.
Absolutely.
And the snacks are good snacks too, but we can't hold on to them. Good,
Absolutely.
you got chips, chocolate.
They took the best of the snacks.
I mean, they would take the best of the snacks and leave Fritos corn chips.
Right.
You know, those are always those multi-packs. Those are all those snacks that are left over. Everything else is gone. All the other chips will be gone, but the Fritos will be there. Although I do like corn chips because I like tortilla chips, but those Fritos tend to be a little salty for me. But, you know, they'll leave. Go ahead.
No, I agree. I think the Fritos are pretty salty.
They're overly salty. I like more like the organic brands or something that they would sell at Trader Joe's. So, or, you know, Whole Foods or something like that. So they will leave the Fritos corn chips. They will leave, what's candy that gets left over? Baby Ruth, right?
Oh, Henry, remember that?
Oh, Henry, exactly, right? Oh, Henry gets, so it will just be that left. And that's what we have left to pick from. That's it, because we don't. So the moral of this stupid diatribe is grab and go after what you're supposed to go after. Because if you don't, somebody is waiting in the wings, waiting to just leave you O. Henry's and Fritos corn chips.
Absolutely.
Thus saith the staff.
Paydays.
What happened?
Or I said,
the payday. But some people, the payday with no chocolate, right? Just the peanuts and caramel.
Right, right.
I've never had that though. Maybe it's delicious.
Yeah.
Anyway, so off of that diatribe back. So don't. It was an exhibition fight. This fight. No judges rendered any verdicts, and then no winner needed to be declared because they were both winners. It was 8 rounds, but it did not end with a knockout for either Paul or Mayweather. So you're going to expect to see more of this because Logan Paul has fought in the past. NFL player Chad Johnson, or former NFL player Chad Johnson, did an exhibition fight, mixed martial arts MMA, with Brian Maxwell, who's an MMA fighter. So there have been a lot of these exhibition fights. Expect to see more of this because apparently people like to see beatdown. That's why I don't like it. To me, it's like voluntary beatdown. Who does that?
Yeah, I'm not into the MMA too much.
I'm not into MMA or boxing. Voluntary beatdown, both of them to me.
You said voluntary beatdown.
Yes. I volunteer to get my beat. I'll do it, said the cat. Anyway, let's go to the room really quickly and see what the room is buzzing about. Cliff O'Neill is here. It says, hey. What's up, Cliff? And yeah, 20 years. 20 years. I started teaching. I started becoming professing before I became Dr. Tachi. Before I got my PhD, I was already teaching. So I was in a doctoral program and I was teaching the whole time I was there. That's why I got a job straight out of, you know, there's some people now that are working on PhDs and they're wondering, we all were already teaching while we were presenting. So there was nobody that didn't get a job when we did. Of course, the market has changed, but we knew we had to put in the work. So we needed, like, from day one, I was teaching and I was presenting. Day one, my first year of the program, I was doing my first conference that I ever presented at was the Midwest Popular Culture Association in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So were you nervous?
No, not at all.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I don't get nervous for presentations at all. I love it. I did, and here's the thing. It was supposed to be all of us. It was my professor and some of my other classmates, and we all had presented a panel. And one by one, I got calls saying that I can't come because of this. So I was the only one who showed up. So the entire session, I did the just my paper. The entire, I was like, damn it. All right, well, I'll be good. But it was a great session.
Might as well, huh?
Yes, it was great. And I still keep in contact with some people to this day that I met at the Midwest Popular Culture Association. So, good deal. And my head is all in, my ponytail is all in Logan Paul. Sarita Lowe says Felicia Rashad is now a dean at Howard. She is. She's the dean of the School of Fine Arts. Yep, it was in Milwaukee. That was my first time ever going to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And that actually set the travel bug for me going to all these conferences. That's why I'm at all these conferences all the time. Let's see, who is 50 Cent staring down Owen Wilson? Wait a minute, are they supposed to fight? Let me know. They're supposed to fight?
No, I that's hilarious because that's kind of what that image looks like. That's funny.
Oh, it does look like them. 50 Cent.
That's hilarious.
It does. It does. That is hilarious. That is hilarious, Cliff. Wow. All right, let's keep going. So off of Logan Paul, can I have photo 6, please? On to another useless program. For those of you who like The Bachelor, good for you. I can't stand that show. Let me tell you why. I don't know if can't stand. Yeah, am I indifferent? No, I'm not just indifferent. I don't like the show. Why? Because I can't stand superfluous crying. It gets on my nerves. All the Jeff said, "Oh my, Jeff, I didn't get a rose because Jeff doesn't want you. That's why. Be gone. Cry in the corner." It annoys me to no end. I can't. It's too much crying. I think that this fight to the death mentality over this one bachelor who was really not that great. Same premise with the Bachelorette. Let's be clear. I think it's stupidity, but excuse me if some of you like it. Maybe you like it. All right. So Chris Harrison, for the longest time, has been the host of The Bachelor. He is no longer the host. He has been outed. He was booted from the show. According to several sources, but Page 6 specifically has demanded a $25 million payout after being booted from the show, and said that he's threatening to spill all the franchise's dirty secrets if he does not get the $25 million. Well, damn, only $25 million? Megyn Kelly got what? Right. Was it $69 million or something like that? Absolutely. Only $25 million? So an ABC source says that he has nearly 20 years of dirt on the whole thing. Because this is 20 years worth of stupidity. The show is. So instead of giving them a rose, he's ready to give them a lawsuit for this. So why did he get the boot? Let me explain that. Maybe you don't know why. He defended a contestant, Rachel Kirkconnell, I think is her name. Yes. In her she had a controversial thing where she was seen on social media from some post back being involved in some racist something. So, of course, Black Twitter and regular Twitter dragged him and her, but him for defending. But he said he's not going down without a fight. So he wants that $25 million. Or he's going to not dispel, but disclose information, according to a source. He's going to disclose information about the inappropriate behavior on set, like fights between contestants, the misbehavior, including use of illegal substances while overseas, and complaints from producers that were brushed underneath the carpet by ABC execs. He's got book material here, folks.
That's what I'm talking about. Sounds like he's already telling us.
We just don't know who. We already know that when you participate in these types of reality programs, there is stuff, there is dirt. You just don't know who and what and where unless it's revealed. Now, they do have probably some pretty heavy and stiff NDAs, but I don't know how his contract is negotiated, what's going to happen, but he's gone from the show, but he's not leaving without a fight.
Not without this 25 million.
Not without that 25 million. I still say that's too little. Only 25 million, sir?
Maybe
look at me egging you on. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say maybe after all this stuff is over with, maybe it'll be more than that. Legal fees and all that stuff,
When all is said and done, yeah.
Right.
I hope so, because that's a lot of Wahala for just 25. I mean, I would love 25 million. I would love 1 million. I'll take that.
Right.
Never mind the 25. Okay, well, 1 million. But if you have 20 years of dirt like that, I would think you would go for much more. Unless that was something that was written in the contract. And we don't know what the contract looks like. Julie says she can't watch it either. This show is absolute stupidity. And some people love it. I can't deal with too much crying. I'm sorry. I'm just like, and crying over hashtag first world problems. That's what that is. I'm like,
yeah. I don't do well with shows like that either. I'm like, why are they crying for?
Stupidity.
Yeah.
Nonsense. I needed to take a sip on that one. Serena says, ugh, a double ugh. I have never watched it. Too much drama, tears, and desperate contestants. That is a recipe for I don't want to watch it. That right there, there's no depth or substance to this. It is the epitome of the shallowness of American society, if you ask me. And I think there's so much depth to it, but people watch this overseas and like, this is what you all do on a daily basis? So that's what we're doing now? Oh, okay.
Right.
And we got a special. Serena has an HU, special in honor of Chadwick Boseman and Felicia Rashad. Buy a smoothie, salad, and a side of sorbet, half off. It's a healthy special. See, that's right. That's the way we do it at Howard University. Oh, Julie lives in Wisconsin. Do you? Yeah, I went to... Did I say Madison? No, Milwaukee. It was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I think I said Madison, but it was Milwaukee. And I enjoyed it. It was November, and surprisingly, it wasn't as cold as it could have been. So it was actually nice. Met some great people there. I enjoyed Milwaukee. And Camille is not on here, but usually we have a MediaScoper, Camille, who is from Milwaukee. If you didn't know, MC.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, fantastic. All right. 25 million was a payoff to Chris. It's a payoff too little. Anyway. Last call for the food truck guys. We're 10 minutes out, heading to a virtual PTA meeting. So she may be swerving down the street with her blurry non-vision self and overly strong drinks that she's made today because she can't see. But we appreciate you for being here. We absolutely do. Love you, Mistress of Food Truckery. All right, so we're going to keep going because we've got 10 minutes left and 9 minutes at this point. Let's go to, could I have a photo? Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking off to the side. Let's have let's have the intro for tech, and then let's do photo 9. All right, guys. Did you know the internet was broken? Did you know that, MC?
No, not at all.
So somebody broke the internet Tuesday, which was, yesterday. So if you don't go to some sites, perhaps it it wasn't that big of a deal. Let me see if I can find it. Yep. So there were a bunch of websites that went down yesterday after an outage at cloud computing services that were provided by a company called Fastly. Now, you may not have ever heard about Fastly before. I didn't until I saw this story and heard that the internet, part of the internet was down. So if you were an internet user and you were trying to get to sites like the New York Times, you couldn't because they use Fastly. So major news outlets, e-commerce platforms, and even some government websites use Fastly, and everyone from Amazon to the New York Times and White House was affected. Now, I was surprised about Amazon because they have their own cloud computing, Amazon Web Services. So I'm confused as to why this affected Amazon, unless there was a certain part of it that they outsource elsewhere. I don't know. So this was early, so you may not have noticed it. Around 6:30 a.m. they said they applied a fix to the issue, and many of the websites that went down seem to be working again by 9 a.m. So this was probably a silent thing, as many people may not have been online at 6:30 a.m. But yeah, they were down if you were trying to buy something at that time or look at the news. And some people do read the news before they head to work if you work in an actual place. So maybe you were reading the New York Times and you wondered, why can't I get my New York Times? That's why. So it was down for a count for a time, but it's back on now. Let's have photo 10, please, if we could. Yeah.
Right.
For those of you that were worried about TikTok being banned in the US, I could have told you don't worry about that. Worry not. Because President Biden has revoked Trump's TikTok ban. But he is set to roll out his own executive order that is going to scrutinize whether foreign apps pose a risk to the US. He's revoking the whole TikTok ban thing, right? Which we all agreed was done because he got his little feelings hurt.
Right.
Because TikTokers got to, that was all that was. And so he said, I'm banning it. So he banned it. So they're going to replace that order with a new executive order that, according to the Wrap and the Washington Post, will create a process to scrutinize whether apps controlled by a foreign adversary, present a risk to U.S. national security and the security of Americans' sensitive personal data. But a rep for TikTok did not respond immediately to the request for comment, so we don't know what TikTok has to say about that. So this is interesting. We're repealing the ban, but President Biden is putting something in place that will scrutinize whether or not foreign apps pose a risk to American security. What do you think, MC?
I think that's just something to put it in place rather than just say, hey, you know what, this is like ridiculous. I don't agree with you, but let me just put something in place just to have something. So,
just to have something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's put it in place just to have something. Anyway, let's just say we have something in place.
Absolutely.
Just because. Anyway. Let's keep going because we are 5 minutes out from the end of MediaScope, but we spent a lot of time on media stuff today. I want to get some more tech stuff in. Could I have photo 11? Let's talk about story 11. If you are wondering what the hell is going on with Instagram and their algorithm and you don't know how it works and why can't you see Grandma Moses's posts, they've given a little bit of insight. So in a blog post, Instagram has finally confirmed how posts are ranked and why chronological is dead. So they've always been tight-lipped about how their algorithm works, but after years of mounting rumors about it being biased and also sexist, they are fully disclosing how posts and stories are prioritized. So the head of Instagram is Adam Mosseri, and he unraveled a lot of mysteries about the algorithm, like how it feeds. How feeds Instagram stories and the Explore tab are ranked, as well as the dearly missed chronological feeds that no longer work in this era. So you can't see things according to what they were posted. It's not chronological anymore, right? So they said that it's not as one-dimensional as we think, that it's made up of a variety of algorithms, apparently classifiers, processes, and each of them have their own purpose. So, for example, stories are boosted differently from the content on the Explore page. And for example, they gave this example. People tend to look for their closest friends in stories, but they want to discover something entirely new in Explore. So they rank things differently in different parts of the app based on how people use them. So they also answered why some posts are more popular than others and why certain stories and posts are shown in your feed first. And Instagram named 4 signals that help the algorithm rank content. And so in order of importance, they're this: information about the post, like how many posts likes a post has already gotten, and some other information, like when the photo was uploaded and the location where it's tagged. Number 2, the information about the person who posted it, where the algorithm gauges, quote, how interesting the person might be to you in terms of frequency of interactions with people. 3, your activity, which gives the algorithm clues about your interests and signals how many posts you've liked. And then lastly, there is your history of interacting with someone, which tells Instagram whose content to push based on your interactions with a particular users, such as whether or not you both have commented on each other's posts. So, and I've said this before, that if you notice somebody, you're not getting the post from somebody on Instagram, same thing with Facebook, and you wonder why, visit their page and like a couple of posts, and you will notice you'll start seeing their posts show up in your feed again. So that last part wasn't really necessarily a surprise. I mean, none of this is really a surprise, but this is what they said in the blog post. This is how the algorithm works. So they said they used to limit duplicate content across stories in the past. Their algorithm used to limit that, but they see a swell of reshared posts in moments and things like World Cup, social unrest, etc. And so they stopped, limiting that, using the algorithm to limit how many times a particular thing was seen. So for those of you who were questioning, that's it. And you can check out more about how that works. There is the blog post. Let me tell you, if you go to Instagram, about.instagram.com/blog, that blog is called Shedding More Light on How Instagram Works. And you could check out how Instagram works for those of you who care. You going to check it out, MC, or do you not care?
Right away.
That means he's not. Anyway, let's go. Serena says she loves this necklace. Thank you. This actually is from Uganda. I did not go to Uganda, but I bought it from a Ugandan vendor. Last round is on Serena Wills. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Vibe is here too on the YouTube side. It says, greetings, Dr. Vibe. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. And David Benjamin Echo says, in other words, we are keeping an eye on you, TikTok. Well, David, that's actually it. Terry Johnson is here too. She says, hey, MediaScope fam, I'm late, but I'm here. No such thing as late on MediaScope. Ever, 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 ever. So you're on time. As long as we're not done, you are on time. So let us select one more story since it's 7 o'clock, and then we are going to bop, bop, hit it, as my dance teacher used to say. Let's select... Could I have photo 15, please? Let's go to the last story. Today on What the Hell Is This? Oh, wait. Can we have the pop culture intro before I go into that? Then I'll go into it. Go ahead. Today on What the Hell Is This? Balenciaga has a new stiletto. They're Croc stilettos, and they could be the summer's strangest shoes, as you see here, or here. So apparently the first collaboration that Crocs did with Balenciaga sold out before it was even available in stores. This first one sold out. It hasn't even been in stores, and it's already sold out. So they did actually a fashion collaboration with Balenciaga in 2018, and they had pink platform Crocs. Okay. Now for the spring 2022 collection, they have teamed up to do this stiletto Crocs. So sorry, that first collaboration, not this one, but the first one sold out before it was even in stores. Let's see if this one does the same thing. The exact prices have not been revealed, but it's estimated that they're going to be around the same, $850. For those of you who are looking to, you already can twist your ankle in Crocs. If you want more of a chance of that, go ahead and pick up some Balenciaga stiletto Crocs.
The heel does not look stable at all.
It does not look stable. It looks like it's made of the same material the Crocs are made out of.
It absolutely does. Absolutely.
And that you would be wobbling. I mean, those ankles would be shaky. Crocs are already, these types of Crocs are already a hazard. And now you want to add a stiletto to them. Crocs and Balenciaga for coming up with such god-awful, lackluster, rubbishy footwear. You, both of you, are the Bamas of the week. In the word of Huggy Lowdown. Don't even think about getting me these for Christmas, MC. The answer is no.
Now what am I going to get you?
Oh, not this. And not the Kentucky Fried Chicken Crocs either. That smell like chicken. I don't want those either. In fact, how about no shoes, huh?
Roasted
no
chicken.
shoes. No. That's not what we're doing. Well, now that you sufficiently know who this week's Bama is, it's time for us to say goodbye. We have so enjoyed you, but I'm going to go to the room really quickly and see if there are any. Julie is laughing. I'm just like, this one. Somebody is bored as hell. Somebody is really bored. David Benjamin Eccles says somebody is bored. WTF, says Terry Johnson. That's what I say. Oh, Dr. Vibe, you know you could call me to be on your show anytime. Let me know. Hit me up on Twitter as you always do. Absolutely. Terry Johnson has some parting gifts, our usual bacon wrapped shrimp and champagne for those of you who would like to partake of them. Yes, $800 plus. 800 plus. Donkey of the day for real, David Benjamin Echoes. I mean, what the double hockey sticks? That the double hockey sticks. In fact, hockey sticks would be more stable to walk on than those.
Right.
I can't. And I'm sure you all can't either. And I'm sure you need to take this in and let it reflect and enjoy your bacon wrapped shrimp. So we're going to let you go. Folks, it has been such a joy and such a pleasure. It is so much fun for me to be here every week. It's not even work. It is a party every week. And I'm so glad that you came to be a part of this week's MediaScope Massive. Any final words, MC?
Great show.
Great show for you as well. And with that, I'm going to say I love you for watching. I bid you adieu. You guys, MC Curtis, those deplorable Croc Hills, and myself, we will all be exiting stage left if they can even balance on them. See you guys later. Cheers.
Ciao, everybody.
Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same use, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities, here we offer you. We gon' show you a new way. The content, it never strays from